podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Hello, I'm your host, Les Bubka. Welcome to Anxious Black Belt, a podcast that focuses on karate, mental health, and everything in between. If you enjoy our content and would like to support us, best way to do that is to listen to another episode, share it with your friends, and leave us a review. All this stuff helps the mysterious algorithm to introduce our podcast to new audience. Thank you for joining me, and let's listen to the episode. As it is my 9th year of working with people with disabilities and mental health, and I get a lot of questions from club owners on what are the benefits and kind of bad sides of working with that group. I thought I'm going to do a podcast on the subject, and it's all not so colorful. It's hugely rewarding, but it's also some of the things that are not so great and a lot of things that are unpredictable. So one of the more significant benefits of teaching karate to individuals with mental health challenges is the positive interaction it fosters. And karate, by its very nature, requires focus, respect, and communication. That's what we try to guide people towards, and the good instructors and coaches will kind of achieving that. Although with people who are kind of arrogant and stuff, that's going to be passed to their students. But luckily, those people usually don't go into the teaching people with disabilities and challenging because they're looking for a easier way to do things. But for someone struggling with mental health, these interactions can be incredibly therapeutic. The structure of karate class, the bowing to instructor, practicing with a partner, and respecting boundaries creates a supportive environment and safe if you've got the kind of right amount of people. If your approach is focused on that safety, you can kind of enforce that and show them by example that it can be done, and then students picking up on it and following it. This environment can be a sanctuary for those who feel isolated, misunderstood. The dojo become a place where they can connect with others on a similar journey and have a sense of community. The simple act of participating in a group, following a routine, and achieving small goals can bring the tremendous sense of accomplishment and happiness to the individuals on a level of their personal growth, or as well being integrated into community. So this is kind of something that is sometimes overlooked, that people in general being between other people can grow and feel better and just feel better about themselves. Another key benefit is the joy that comes from self-expression. So karate provides a physical outlet for emotions that might otherwise be difficult to express. For example, there's more than just a sound. If they can actually do the ki shout, or when you're striking, that do that exertion with the loud noise coming out of you, that can release a lot of energy, frustration, anger. It just helps people to be able and give them that permission and allow them to just burst into loud shout without the consequences and being told off or being criticized. That quick release of a sound give that release of anger and frustration. For someone dealing with anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges, this kind of expression can be incredibly liberating. Moreover, the progression through karate ranks from a white belt to black belt mirrors a personal journey of overcoming obstacles, building resilience, and developing self-confidence. And I think I had a whole podcast on it. That control failure is a huge part of karate that helps people with mental health. They can see clearly overcoming that obstacles, and that spills into their normal life, and they can build up that habit of overcoming problems in life, just like in martial art. For many, this journey is transformative. As they advance, they being to see themselves not as defined by their mental health challenges, but as individual with strength and courage and potential. The other side of this rewards is not only just for people who participate, but as well to those who teach karate. There is a profound sense of fulfillment that comes from helping others. And as an instructor, witnessing a student progress, whether it is mastering a new technique, overcoming a fear, or simply showing up consistently, brings a deep sense of joy. You feel that you given the time to that people and you see those results. And I think every coach in every area of sport is this is the one of the best rewards, seeing those people progressing, getting better, overcoming their obstacles. And yeah, it's just a joyous thing. And speaking with lots of instructors, they often speak of their happiness they feel when they see their students grow, not just in martial artists, but as the individual, right? So the people going and growing and developing, and they becoming better people. The knowledge that you're contributing to someone's mental and emotional well-being is incredibly rewarding. It reinforces the belief that karate is more than just a sport. It's a path to personal development and healing. So, in my opinion, sport is fine, self-defense is fine, but the best aspect of martial arts in my journey now and what I can pass to other people is the longevity and kind of well-being um, of myself and other people achieved by the motions of karate, interaction with people, kata, meditation, and whatever you want. There's the other side to all this. Important to acknowledge that teaching karate to people with mental health challenges is not without its difficulties. One of the main challenges is the unpredictability of behaviors. Mental health conditions can manifest in ways that are unexpected and at times difficult to manage in a class setting. For instance, a student might have an emotional outburst or they might struggle with focus, making it challenging to keep them engaged. And, it doesn't happen very often, but if somebody's got a bad day and they're coming in and they're distracted, they might have a schizophrenia, so you don't know which personality you're dealing with. It might be challenging. They might be, very upset, something didn't go well in their life, and they just want to release that tension or whatever the problem is. It might just happen during the session, and just you have to find a way to navigate that and to diffuse the situation and engage with them. And it just a feel. So you cannot kind of predict what's going to happen. You just have to be very flexible in your approach and try different things and kind of hope for the best and try to do the best you can. In more extreme cases, an instructor might face verbal aggression or hostility from the student. This can be difficult to handle, especially in a group setting where maintaining a safe and positive environment is crucial. It requires great deal of patience, understanding, and adaptability on the part of the instructor. And it happens as well online, right? You've got people from your group or people from outside of your group having a go on other people and kind of verbally abusing them. And it recently has happened to in my club, a person not happy with how she was treated. But it's not relative in reality. It doesn't happen, but they've got that personal deep belief that they've been belittled by somebody who supposedly is less qualified than them to teach. But in this situation, they've been just an insured instructor and I've been away and they've been teaching and their job was to correct people. So, but it's just kind of blown proportions and because of the illness and condition, you cannot predict that how people gonna take it. So therefore you need to kind of step in and start diffusing the situation, which is very taxing for me and very stressful because you want to have a the best outcomes for people, but you need to draw the line where the kind of conversation has to stop and it's harmful to other people as well as into the individual in case. So it's kind of very stressful on my part to deal with that kind of things. I rather avoid it, but I kind of knew it's gonna happen and can't really prepare myself because you never know what's gonna happen and to experience the joy. So as an instructor, it's kind of essential to recognize and accept those limitations. You can't change someone's condition, but you can offer them tools to cope, to find moments of peace, and to experience joy. It's a delicate balance between being supportive without taking on the emotional burden of wanting to fix something that is beyond your control. And I think that was one of the biggest things for me, joining that community and learning that some people have terminal illnesses, and despite my best efforts, I can't fix them. I can't make them sure that it's all gonna be fine. So it is very stressful on that way till you learn that you need to ease off of that will to comfort them that it's gonna be great, it's gonna be all good, because it won't be. Teaching karate to people with mental health challenges is a deeply rewarding experience, but it's not without its hurdles. The benefits of positive interactions, the happiness of helping others, and the joy of seeing students express themselves are powerful motivators. Yet the unpredictability of behaviors, the emotional challenges, and the reality that you can't fully change someone's condition are significantly considerous. If you're passionate about the karate and mental health, and you are willing to embrace both the joys and the challenges, this path can be incredibly fulfilling. The goal isn't to fix anyone, but to offer a space where they can grow, learn, and find a sense of peace in their own journey. Would I done again? For sure. I think it's one of the best decisions I made to go into that space, dedicate my time, energy to help people to make their life a little bit better. I hope they feel the same towards me, that I done this decision, and we changed the lives of many students who came in. Some left, some passed away, some moved on and got better and went back to the work, and now training with us in our normal club, as in the hours. And by normal I mean outside of the mental health charities, so our regular training I should say, and are happy individuals recover from the mental health issues. Others are with permanent disabilities and are not able to train with us anymore, but we're still connected, and they're expressing their rewards from a karate for mental health that we managed to put in one of the books. So we got the interviews with people who've been training with me, who experienced karate, and how that impacted their life. Most of them are for their benefit. And if you would like to read that book, it's available on Amazon or from our website. The title is Karate for Mental Health. It's an interesting book, and I highly recommend it to reading, especially if you're looking into joining in some organization with disabilities or mental health support programs, and you can work with them and use your expertise to elevate people's lives, help them. I for sure really enjoyed that part, and I would do it again without thinking. Well done for listening to all of it. You are a superhero. Thank you very much for your support. And if you could leave us that review on a podcast platform, that would be amazing. I appreciate your time, appreciate your support, and I wish you all the best until the next one.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.